So this is my camp, and right now I'm boiling some water. All right, so I'm ready to go. Looking up here, there's nothing left. Campsite is as I saw it when I arrived. There's my trekking poles, my water with some electrolytes in it. There's my pack, it's all packed up. All right, so just leaving camp. That's where I camped, around that corner. Here's the privy. Here's the trash can. And we'll start going down the trail. Only there's bikes coming. You're on candid camera.
Alrighty, one more.
He said there's one more. Must be behind him. Okay, as you leave camp, here's the sign. If you're coming in the other way, that's it. That's where we came from. Whoop. Go ahead. Man, these people are crazy. They've changed the trail a whole bunch. It's a lot steeper. Come out of camp and there's jumps for these bikes. Big rocks and stuff. And that guy was flying. He had to hit his brakes right there. You can see where he hit the brakes because I was half on the trail. All right, so half a mile out of camp, you come to number 12, pole number 12. And there's a trail down to Blind Lake. This is the trail we're going up. But man, there are a ton of bikers this morning. I just keep having to get off trail. It's kind of ridiculous. That's where we came from. You can see that stone jump right there. Here's another one. And there's fresh cut logs everywhere. They sure have changed this trail in the last 2 years. Okay, there's one for you, Screwball. Nothing came out. There's where we're going. Yep, I knew it. Bugs. But it says caution, new trail ahead. See? I knew everything is different. Somebody hung a beer bottle up there. Ridiculous. But yeah, this is all changed. Hello.
Hi.
I always wondered if people got off their bikes on some of these hills. I just wanted to document it. How are you today?
Somewhere up here I have.
Have a good one.
Huh?
Have a good day.
You as well. Thank you.
All right. There's a whole bunch of fresh logs cut here with holes in them, but I'm not going to check them all out. Too many. Sorry about that, Screwball. Oh yeah, here's an injury update. So the shin splint on my right calf is settled down. Wow. No wonder that guy was walking up here. Holy cow. crazy. The plantar fasciitis on my right heel, it's still there, but it was there before I started hiking. Ooh. Man, just came down this. That's unreal. I mean, that guy had to get off his bike, it was so steep. And he couldn't hear me because he had earbuds in. And let's see, what else? Everything else is good. Knees feel good, hips feel good. It's like every other hike. Things tend to rotate around. Your knee will hurt for a while, then your hip will hurt for a while, then your foot. Oh yeah, the left foot, it's fine right now. Seems to really only act up after like 4 to 6 miles. That's when I really start to notice that left foot issue. All right, just went by mile 30 of the Waterloo Pinckney Trail. There was a fancy bridge, new bridge that they made. There's all these bike jumps that they put in. Whoa. And we are at the 1 mile mark exactly. There's a giant rock structure I have to go over here. See if I can do it carefully here. Alright, so there's where we're going. Right there's where we came from. It's pretty steep right there. That curves around. Woo! Man, they made this trail much more difficult for bikes and for hikers. Right now, this part's level, but then you go up a steep hill with a bunch of rocks. So at 1.31 miles, you come out of the new trail area. But that new trail, that's a bugger for bikers. And I think this must be the old trail. Whew. Sweating like crazy today. It's humid and there's no breeze. Yeah, I don't think my video captured this before, but here's a message for PTL and Navigator. The appendix SR still applies to OSAT. So it's OSAT Senior. We all know what it stands for, but I'll tell you what, I think those statins that I'm on are causing the runny nose all the time. Watch out for roots like that. And there, they will catch you, especially when you're tired. Hello.
Thank you. Have a good hike.
You too. Have a good ride. I have to say, I have seen more mountain bikers on this trail today and yesterday than I have in all the other times that I've hiked here. Look at this burl. PTL. Looks like the old man in the mountain almost, if you look real close at it. Pretty impressive. That's where we came from. This is where we're going, but there's a bike coming. Good morning. Have a good one. Anyways, don't let people's videos fool you when they're backpacking, because most people take videos when they're on level ground or slightly going down like this. Makes it look easy. But I guess if you're young, like from below, let's say 55, it probably still is easy. But add 15, 20 years onto that, makes a heck of a difference. So you guys have a great day. All right, that's where we came from at mile 2.58. You'll see this sign, and then you'll see some wires up there. And I think we're going to probably go under those wires sometime in the near future. I just can't believe how many bikes I've seen today even. It's amazing. I never going by when I was at the campground last night till after 7:30, and it was dusk. It's amazing. Ah, here is the boardwalk. 2.61. 2.61, we're going across this boardwalk. Yep, there's that boardwalk. Here's the wires. And yes, you do go right under them at the end of the boardwalk. All right, at 2.71 miles, you come to that road where we heard the motorcycle. You cross the road into that Pickerel Lake boating access. You walk down that road and then you turn to the right to go back on the Potawatomi Trail. Yep, you walk a very short distance in, and then there goes the trail to the right. Okay, at mile 3.12, you come to that emergency shelter. Looks like a teepee in the woods. That's where we came from. And at mile 3.16, just past that little teepee shelter, is mile 31 on the Waterloo Pinckney Trail. And we're going up there. Also, if you look across there, you can see the bridge that we crossed yesterday that goes across those ponds. I hear somebody coming. There's a widowmaker right across the trail. Lots of downfalls here. And check this out on the cut tree. Just hit mile 3.31 and we come to signpost 4. So if you go that way, that's the longer Pinckney Trail. There's a bench here, and then there's that one. Yep. How's it going? Nice response. A little bit better signpost that's right across from the bench. Here you can see we are at 4, and we're gonna go to 5, and then 7. And that should be the parking lot right in that area. So that would be this way. So your bench is there. So this way takes you to the stone fireplace and that root cellar. Okay, mile 3.43, you come across this little bridge and a barely moving stream because we have not had much rain. Pretty dry. And then you go up there and around the corner. Mile 3.54, you come to this pine trailway that kind of goes down. It doesn't smell like a pine like I'm used to, but definitely nice walking here. At mile 3.65, don't go straight, go to the right, and you can see the old homestead. Somebody actually had a fire in there. And here's the root cellar. I'm 6 foot, and that's about 5'7", but it's pretty good sized root cellar. I thought there was a placard somewhere that explained this. If I see it, I'll show it to you. All right, I'm at mile 3.84 and it's signpost 5. And I believe we're gonna go to 7. So we are at 5, 7. Yep, that's where we want to go. So it's that way, not that way. All right, at mile 4.36, you come to this road, and I think we're almost done. So let me cross this road. We'll take it down the final rocks. All right, I'm at mile 3.84 and it's signpost 5. And I believe we're gonna go to 7. So we are at 5, 7. Yep, that's where we want to go. So it's that way, not that way. All right, at mile 4.36, you come to this road, and I think we're almost done. So let me cross this road. We'll take it down the final rocks. All right, continuing down. This should come out right by that outhouse, which is right by the parking lot. And here we are at mile 35 of the Waterloo Pinckney Trail. And I hope you enjoyed the video. There's the outhouse. This is post number 7. This is where the bikes start. I saw a lot of bikes with that stuck on the front of their bike. And it's called Triple Trail Challenge. And today I think is the 12th.